Hey y'all, my name is Cece. I just wanted to upload a video today because I watched a lot of stuff on YouTube today and I felt really like inspired to make a change in my life. I'm a dreamer, like I always have been. That's just something that's always been a part of me, but lately I've been feeling really down because my life hasn't so much turned out the way that I wanted it to. I feel like in my head I see me as a certain way, but it's not portrayed to others. It's not, it doesn't come across, even though that's the way that I feel inside. And like I said, I was just really inspired by everything that I saw today, and it made me want to post this video because, although I'm just one person, I feel like events that I've gone through in my life can affect others. And I know that there's a lot of people out there with inspiration and who want to be different or want to be better. And I don't want to make this to be an inspiration because I feel like I'm still being inspired and I still have so much growing. I want my channel to be about support. I did come to the realization that I am going to make a channel today because I feel like I can reach people, and that's all I've ever wanted to do since I was a young child, is inspire people and be the best person I could be. At this point in my life, I'm 21, originally from Seattle, Washington, but I'm living in Maryland right now. Moved to Maryland a few years ago. Met my husband, I fell in love. So that makes you move cross country. It does. Yeah, I met him and I fell in love with him. And when I met him, I was like my own little shining star, my own little supernova. And, I've just changed. He sees that I've changed. I see that I've changed. And again, that's another reason why I'm doing this. But anyways, like I said, I'm 21. Currently living in Maryland. I have the most amazing 1-year-old little boy. He has congenital heart disease, and he's another reason why I'm doing this. Like, I want my son to be inspired by me. I feel like my situation is special because God chose me to be the mother to this like amazing child. So I have to be my best. I have to, do the best that I can. So I'm being really vulnerable. I'm sitting here and I'm worried about how I look and all of that because I have gained about 60 pounds since I met my husband. And just lately, I actually was really sick with my pregnancy. I lost a lot of weight, about 42 pounds, I think it was. And I lost even more when I had my son. I was feeling really good. Before I had my son, I was a 16. I'm pretty sure that I dropped down to like at least a 14. And then when I found out my son had heart disease, because I didn't know when he was in utero, I found out he got RSV, which is a respiratory infection, which to an adult would be like the average cold, but to a younger child, it is fatal. So I found out he had RSV, and when we went to the hospital, they were like poking him and to get an IV. And he just like fainted. He had to be helicoptered to Children's Medical, which is in DC. And after a day of being there, we were told that, you know, they heard a very loud murmur, and they had to do what's called an echo, which is like an x-ray for your heart. And after that, I just kind of remember them saying, that they did find something. And then the doctor just left, and my stomach dropped to my feet. Like, it shook my core. I was a first time mom. I'm young. Like I said, I was 20 when I had my son. I was 19 when I got pregnant. And this was just new to me. The whole mothering thing, the whole having a child with special needs thing, everything just like hit me like a ton of bricks. So they ended up a couple hours later, which pissed me off, telling me that my son had two major heart defects, a VSD, which is a hole in your heart. Now most babies are born with a hole in their heart, and it closes generally when they grow in their heart. Like, it overlaps because your heart has flaps. It's not like the classic like heart that people see it. It's like an organ. So when the flaps close, that hole goes away. Well, Delante's was an additional hole. This was one that was not going to close naturally. So he had a VSD, and then he also had what's called a carotid aorta. So that meant 2 open heart surgeries for my son, and he was already in a vulnerable state from having the RSV, which allowed his lungs to fill with fluid and get murky, like with usual respiratory conditions. So when they did his first surgery, he had about a 40% chance of making it. I mean, if you could just think about the position that like me and my husband were in, just knowing that the percentage was that low, and like crying as we signed those papers to let them try and save my son's life. It was really hard, but we knew that if we didn't take a chance, he would die. No ifs, ands, or buts about that he was going to die. So we took our 40% and we held on to that. We prayed that 40% into 100%, and he did really, really well. He was on a ventilator and was sedated the majority of the time that we were there, and he recovered very fast. We were able to hold him again. He was able to try eating first through a tube that they ran through his nose, and then eventually I got to feed him, and it was the best. His next surgery he had about a month later, and he had more complications with this one. With his initial surgery, they were just fixing the coarctation of the aorta, meaning that, well, let me explain what what that means. So when you have a carotid aorta, it means that you have like a pinching in one of the vessels, or one of the like basically tubes in your heart that pumps blood back out to the body, because your body is like a recycling system. Pumps blood into the heart, and the heart oxygenizes that and pumps it back into your body. So the one that Delante had that was pinched was the one that was pumping blood into his lower extremities, meaning like the lower intestines, the feet, the bladder, all of the important stuff. Not that what's on top isn't important, but his was very serious. So he had no pulse at all in his lower extremities. I'm not sure if you guys know, but you have pulses all over. Delante had nothing, south of his heart. So, yeah, like I said, big deal. So the first surgery, they cut him. Oh, the cameras were here. They cut him like on the side here. And then with his second surgery, they cut down the middle. So he had more complications with that. His lungs kept collapsing. So it was like kind of touch and go, but and we finally went home. It was a blessing. We went home December 27th, 2011. He was almost 3 months old. Or no, he had just turned 2 months old because 24th. He's born October 24th, 2010. Yeah, it was amazing. And to make a long story short, I feel really blessed to be his mom. And I feel like he's going to be amazing because God has taken him through so much. And now he's like almost 2. And he's like, I'm so sad because he's growing up and all of that good stuff. So I feel like I have to be an example to him. Like I have to be something for him. I want to be something for him to inspire to be, because he inspires me every day, like so strong. So that's another reason why I'm doing this. Like I said, I don't feel comfortable saying that like my channel is gonna be like an inspirational channel because I'm still processing. I want it to be like a support to people who are going on the same journey as me. You know, I have a lot to catch up to. I left everything to be with my husband, and although it wasn't the smartest decision to make, I don't regret it. But I just like want to get back to, sorry, I'm adjusting the camera. I want to get back to being me and who I used to be, because like I used to, you know, my husband met me and I was like fabulous and I was gaudy and like that's who I am. So I was watching a lot of videos, just on like stuff that I want to work on. My weight is the biggest thing. You know, I gained 60 pounds while my son was in the hospital. All I did was eat and cry. And I'm happy now. Like I want that to show in me. So I watch a lot of videos on that, and watch some videos on hair because I'm very into my hair and like looking nice. That's just part of my personality, you know. So actually, quick shout out to Glamour Girl 1992. I heart her. Like she's so chic and gorgeous, and I love watching her like tutorials on crochet braiding and like different hairstyles and makeup, because I'm into that kind of stuff myself. So she was a big inspiration to like start this up today. And oh my gosh, Passion Jones, she's like the end all be all. Like she's who I want to be when I grow up. Like she's like my kind of chick, you know what I mean? If you guys haven't seen her videos, she posts a lot about like fashion, and she does like shapewear, and you know, although these goals seem really like small and insufficient, that's the kind of stuff that I'm interested in. That's the kind of stuff that'll make me happy. Like I'm a big girl and I'm always gonna be a big girl even when I lose weight. Like my stature is being a big chick, you know, that's just me. And that's like a journey. Like a lot of people don't understand how much we go through, how much we like have to prove, and how much we have to look strong and like not cry and show that some of the stuff that they say about being bigger can be hurtful. And you know, it can be. It really is like such a weight, no pun intended. Just trying to be us and be cute and like get the looks from the men and like bag a man and like all this different stuff. So that's who I want to inspire. I mean, I want to inspire, you know, regular size women as well. But my heart goes to like my community, like my plus size community, because I know so much about being, you know, a fat chick. I don't hate the word fat, you know, I feel like it's been taken and made something ugly, but like at the end of the day, you know, I'm fat, whether that's FAT or PHAT. And so that's my goal. So as you guys see me like growing and learning to be the person that I always wanted to be when it comes to like my weight and my mentality and my hair and my clothes and just acquiring things that make me happy. I want to inspire you to go out and do the same. I have a lot of work to do. Yeah, I really do have a lot of work to do. So this is my first video. My channel's coming up. I'm gonna try and do these as much as I can. Like I said, I have a almost 2-year-old special needs, and I'm working full time, and I'm a wife, but this is like really important to me. Also another thing, like my job, like I want to get a good job. Like I have a job now, and it's stable and it's full time, and it's it's great. There's a lot of people who are lacking that, but like I want to work in my career. Like I want to be happy all the way around. Like this is my plus size glitterified pursuit to happiness. Another thing I wanted to get out of the way, sorry, I'm moving to show you. Another thing that I just like struggle with all my life, and another thing that's really like dear to me is I'm sure you guys have noticed at this point I do have a lazy eye. I was hit in the eye with a rock when I was about 4 or 5 years old. Let me show you. So there is clearly a difference there. People do comment on it. They ask me questions about it, and I'm not afraid to answer them. Like I'm not afraid to show that I do have a lazy eye. I wear glasses also as a result. People ask me if I do that to hide my eye, but no, not really. It's just that I need to see, and I feel like glasses are me. I'm not a contact person. But I know with this being like the internet and there being a lot of people out there, they might make comments, and I just want them to know like I'm ready for that. That's fine with me. It's a demon I battled pretty much all of my life, right along with being fat. Like I felt like I'm like, damn, I got 2 strikes against me. Because I can get skinny, but like I'm not gonna change this. There's a surgery I can get to tighten my muscle, and it's really not that expensive, but it's just me. I used to like wear my hair like over my eye, like swooped all the time. Like when I went to the beauty salon, they knew like they had to swoop my hair. It made me, excuse me, I had hiccups, it made me really uncomfortable. And when I got older, I just found that it really was more of a deal to me than it was to anyone else. I never had a shortage of boyfriends. I'm married now. I'm living a pretty normal life. I have a child. So it's not held me back. But I do remember some of like the ridicule and jokes and stuff that I heard growing up. Are you looking at me? What's wrong with your eye? Do you have a lazy eye? Do you have a cross eye? Difference. Cross-eyed people have no muscle strength in both of their eyes. A lazy eye person has one eye with muscle strength. As you can see, that is this one for me. And then one eye with no muscle strength, which is this one for me. So, again, just want to get that out of the way. I don't want that to be the focus of like my videos and like getting across what I'm trying to do here. So again, I'm going to be starting a channel up and posting these videos of like my results and what I found and my new shopping and my new hair, and just like talking about my experiences and things. So look forward to that. I'm really excited and can't wait to meet you guys.